Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Jammer. This is Metal Mischief, and I'm doing a Patreon request for you today, and it's Tokyo Blade's Break the Chains. Um, I have seen the name Tokyo Blade several times. I have never investigated what they're all about, what kind of stuff they do, how they sound, nothing like that. So it's awesome that my excellent Patreon patron has decided to make this one of his monthly requests that he's entitled to by joining. And like I said in the last video, the guy has never steered me wrong yet. So I anticipate that this thing is going to be a ball kicker of a song. Um, if it takes you, like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll rock the hell on. Let's fucking go. Wow, this is a great start. It does, however, remind me a lot of Priest, which is never a bad thing, as long as it's not some poor imitation of Priest. Priest emulators that get the feeling of Priest out and into your bones. That's always a good thing, baby. Let's see. They're an English heavy metal band, active since '83. Again, I've seen the name many times, never knew anything about them. They're part, apparently, of the new wave of British heavy metal, which is awesome. Wow, okay, so you got super drunk. What do you want me to do about it? Okay, that was a lot of rhymes for the phoneme ain. It was almost like it reminds me of not Peter Chris. It reminds me of Ace Frehley's desperate need for every line to rhyme perfectly. And if you have ever listened to his solo project, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For at the time, this was probably several-year-old recording equipment and processes, so I figure it's the technically the age of the recording could be as much as 50 years. If this was recorded in like '83, then the equipment was probably in production for several years. I'll bet if they remastered this or re-recorded it with modern engineering and modern equipment, holy roly would this be mind-boggling? Because right now it's a little tinny and unproduced, and that often brings you a raw quality that's very authentic. And other times it sounds like it's recorded in a can. So take your pick. Yeah, well, you're an English band, so you were drinking like you don't want to live. So that's just how the English do it. Okay, so that little glitch there, I wonder if that was a YouTube glitch or if this was recorded from tape, from cassette tape, because I have got dozens of tapes that have similar glitches in it. And I think it's just a loss of the ferrous oxide on the mylar. It's just gone. So it skips and it makes this weird electrical pattern over the head. But probably that's just me being an old electronics guy who's over analyzing shit. Okay, that is an odd choice. It's like half breakdown and half solo, and it's super curious. Okay, yeah, here's the portion where it sounds like it was done in the can, man. Because this is a rather screechy, tinny. It's kind of it's it's not ruining it, but it's doing damage to the enjoyment. Yeah, run those scales up, baby. Run them up. Wow. They can play. They suffer from pretty poor production, but damn, they can play, yo. This is a great composition, but it doesn't sound as good as it could. You know, I'll bet it sounds amazing live. Now I'm jealous of all my friends who were into the deeper depths of metal while I was sitting there with Whitesnake. Well, I was happy with some basic old glam. These guys were getting into this stuff, man. They were listening to Priest. They were listening to Dio. And you know, I heard a few Dios at the time. It took me a while to get into them, but I got deep into them. Once I saw the Lock Up the Wolves tour, I was convinced. I was like, this is the kind of metal that I'm supposed to be listening to, motherfucker. That was an interesting. It cleaned up suddenly out of nowhere at the end. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm going to talk about them for a minute because I'm very intrigued by them. But for the moment, we're going to say that that is a pretty awesome For Ronnie song, and well worth revisiting Tokyo Blade in the future. So I was gonna pull up their discography, which there ain't a whole lot in it for being this long. But I was looking at the former members, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this band has had more people playing in it than Whitesnake, man. Jeezly crow, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh my God. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's almost 30 people that have been in this fucking band. How can you still call yourself this is okay, so there's been a lot of electronic ink spilled lately on like TikTok and stuff talking about the ship of Theseus. Boy howdy, this is the fucking band of Theseus, man. There's no original mother. Well, actually, current members. It looks like everybody got back together. Um, both lead guitars were there from 82 to 83, and now the bass guy started with him in 84, and it was with him now. The drum guy started with him in 82, and he's with him now. The lead vocal guy, I don't know. I haven't read any of the history, but he was there for 2 years, and in 2 years, and in a year, and then now he's with him again. So this is all over the place. I don't know how this band has done this and stayed viable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14 albums, one of which is either coming out now this year or is out now. It says 2025. And then they got 1, 2, 3, 4, they got 5 EPs as well and a couple of lives. So lots of cool stuff to mine for the channel. So if you guys dug Tokyo Blade, then hell, tell me which ones to do and we'll do it. Remember, I like to focus largely, unless it's a very hyper specific request, things from this century, so 2000 and up, because otherwise the catalog just becomes way too big, and you miss the current state of the genre. So this is brought to you once more by the most awesome patron that's ever been. He keeps me moving forward, and it pushes the most cool stuff on me. And I have started listening to a lot of bands that I didn't even know about before because of him. So say thanks to Dan in the comments. And then, keep rocking, bitches.